Hey guys, welcome back to Trek on the Tube. I am currently working on my next Star Trek Short Treks review, but considering we now live in a world where Star Trek news seems to be dropping on a regular basis, I think it's time that we take a break from reviews and talk about that just a little. Alright, here we go. For starters, and I'm sure everyone is already aware, but it's important that I do this, Star Trek writer and producer, role model and inspiration DC Fontana has passed away. As has beloved Star Trek actor Rene Auberjonois, the man behind Odo, among other characters, and also Michael Lampa, musician, husband of Marina Sirtis. I'm sure you'll all agree when I say that we're deeply saddened by these losses. It's been a tough year for Star Trek, to say the least. My sincerest condolences to friends and family. The heart of every Trekkie is with you on this day. May they rest in peace. Solemn transition into news that will bring us a bright future, hopefully. A new Star Trek Picard teaser was just dropped. Links in the description if you want to check that out. It's only 30 seconds long. It doesn't show us that much more content than the actual trailer that we got a while back did, but there are still a few things worth pointing out. Very quickly, we get a glimpse at some modern day Borg makeup, which is clearly higher in quality than anything we've seen before, but it still feels very Borg. We see Picard sitting in what seems to be 10 forward aboard the iconic Enterprise D from The Next Generation. Now this is, or it seems to be, Mars. I'm assuming it is, in universe, though there is no way of confirming yet. Why the assumption? Well, two things. First, our good friends over at TrekMovie.com tweeted this, confirming that the visuals used in the shot is an actual picture of Mars. Second, the sixth and final short treks of this new batch we're getting, which has been sold as a prequel tie-in to the Picard series, is called Children of Mars. I may just be connecting dots that shouldn't be connected, but I don't think so at this point. The most important thing from the teaser, in my opinion, however, is this shot. Yes, it's a shot we've already previously seen. It's a shot from the official trailer that we got a while back. But as you can see, the visual effects have been changed. The force fields have gone from blue to green, among other things. It may not seem like much, but believe me, this means a lot. It means that the visual effects we've seen until now are indeed potentially simply placeholder effects or basic renderings. And that means that things like this very out-of-place Star Trek Discovery shuttle might be replaced in the actual show. Enough about the teaser, let's jump into some more general news about Star Trek Picard. There's good and there's bad. First, the good. Season 2 is confirmed, as explained by this Deadline article. I don't know when we can expect production to begin, but it's happening, people. We've already got 2 seasons confirmed for this show. The bad news is, however, that our main writer, producer, and showrunner Michael Chabon will not be showrunning Season 2. He still will be creatively involved, serving as an executive producer, but not as showrunner. I personally don't like how all of these new Star Trek shows keep on going from the hands of one to another every few months, but I don't know, maybe that's just how the industry works. To end the Picard news on a high note, however, IMDb recently released a most anticipated shows list, and Picard was number 1. I truly don't know how valid this list is, but I'll tell you one thing, I love seeing Star Trek at the top of a list. Go Trekkies. We now move on to Discovery. Season 3 has been filmed. It's done. It's wrapped. Or at least most of it. Doug Jones recently tweeted that, they still got a few things to film after Christmas break. Maybe it's just some additional footage or reshoots. Anyway, the fact that it's done now means that everyone is hot at work making the show as blue as possible behind the scenes. I'm sorry. No. It's a visual effects heavy show, and so there's a lot to do. And that means the season still isn't quite ready to be released yet, of course. Although, Sonequa Mountain Green mentioned we might be getting to see it in 2020. Which wouldn't surprise me, I guess, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it would probably be end of year. And it also probably depends on the Lower Decks advancement. I mean, releasing shows too close together isn't necessarily a good move or business model for a video-on-demand service. To keep people subscribed to CBS All Access, it's logical to keep shows coming out at a regular pace, but spread out throughout the year. Lastly, I have potentially some good news for you Pike fans out there. This video, link in the description, it was brought to my attention by friend and fellow creator Kowalski. He's already talked about this in a video. Yes, it may seem a little low quality, and yes, it may have very little views, but it is nonetheless Rod Roddenberry in Italy at a convention saying that a Pike-related series is a very real possibility. Hot damn, I guess. I don't know how much validity this all has, we'll just have to see. But, you know, I thought I'd mention it for you guys that are actively fighting for a Pike spinoff. It might happen. It just might. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I know this video was very short, but like news is only news. If it's hot, if it's fresh, if it's not, then it's not news, is it? There you go. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends. You can support this channel on Patreon. Again, my condolences to friends and family. We all grieve together. All of these Star Trek losses of 2019. And live long and prosper.